What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another Minimal Mondays. My name is Paul, and today we're going to be taking a look at the restock of Locust Wild Honey clothing. Yes, my brand, because since the original sellout about 8 months ago, y'all have been asking time and time again for us to bring back some of the most popular pieces. And y'all already know when you ask, we deliver. So for the purposes of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the pieces that restock, see them all on body, discuss sizing, and of course, discuss some of the little tinkers and changes that we made to some of these garments. Now, just before we jump into the content of today's video, we did want to encourage you to go ahead and like today's video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on. That is going to be the best way to let us know to keep the content coming, bringing in the latest garments from our website. But in addition to that, it'll help us reach more kind people like yourself here on YouTube. Also, as we do in every video, all the links for these garments featured in today's video will be provided in the description below. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the first piece. This is what is known as the perfect vintage tee. After years and years of sourcing hundreds of vintage t-shirts for both fit as well as color, we took all of the elements that make a great vintage tee and fuse it all into this garment here, the perfect vintage tee. This piece is comprised of a heavyweight and dense cotton fabric, which is rendered through our wash house to provide a beautiful vintage fade, but in addition to that, extremely nice hand feel. This garment is cut to fit, relaxed, somewhat boxy with a drop shoulder with a very subtle crop to it, which is, in our opinion, the perfect vintage tee. Now, with that being said, if you want the shirt to fit kind of truer to size, go ahead and take your true size, but for a slightly oversized fit, have it be a little bit more flowy, go ahead and take one size up. That is what I did here. I am 5'7", weigh about 170 pounds, and I did go for a size large, and I find that it fits great. Now, as I kind of alluded to, this perfect vintage tee did undergo a little bit of extra treatment in that we did go with a slightly more thick and dense cotton for the body, but in addition to that, the ribbing at the neckline is much thicker, much more dense, which will provide a much more structured neckline throughout the duration of this garment's life. The intention behind this t-shirt has and always will be to be a shirt that you can just go to, not think too much about, and be very, very versatile, capturing the essence of the perfect vintage tee, and we really do believe we accomplished that here. Next up, we did bring back the ever popular Love Thy Neighbor varsity jacket. This piece sold out almost instantly as soon as we released it, and so we had it run it back, making it every bit as good as it was the first time. This garment is comprised of a super soft source corduroy fabric for the exterior, features a super light layer of insulation, and a soft to the touch nylon inner lining. You've got contrasting vintage white that goes throughout the ribbing as well as for the button closure placket. But the biggest contrasting design detail for this piece is the Love Thy Neighbor script that is embroidered on the back, featuring a vintage style design language. This piece is cut to fit pretty true to the body, so for most, I would recommend taking one size up. Here, I did go for a size large, and I find that it fits perfect for my 5'7", 170 pound self. Bear in mind, I do have a somewhat athletic build, so take that into consideration for sizing. This garment is cut to fit, as I mentioned, more tailored to the body and less oversized. And so for that reason, for most, I would recommend taking one size up. Next up, we have the double face wool jacket in green apple, another outerwear piece that sold out instantly upon first release. And again, we did have to bring it back every bit as good as we did the first drop. This garment is comprised of a double face wool, which is produced from weaving two pieces of our finest wool to create one piece that is identical feeling on both sides. For this garment, we went with a nylon inner lining to have it be very soft on the skin. And for this piece, I did go true to size with a size medium. I find that it fits perfect. It is designed to fit with a slightly oversized aesthetic, featuring a drop shoulder, having it be slightly boxy with a cropped silhouette to the finish. Again, for intended fit, go ahead and take your true size. You should be good to go. One thing that I did want to mention is that the restock did already go live. So for that reason, sizes are already starting to sell out. So if you are interested in either the Love Thy Neighbor jacket or the double face wool jacket, go ahead and hit the link below to go ahead and check it out to ensure that your size is available. And now moving on to the fourth and final featured garment for this LWH restock, we have here the perfect zip up jacket. Again, the perfect zip up jacket did sell out almost instantly and received rave reviews from you who were able to cop it. But what makes the perfect zip up jacket so great? As entailed in the name, the objective was to create the best looking, forming, and of course quality zip up jacket that we could at a price point that was actually approachable. For that reason, we sought after the softest cotton we could find and landed upon this beautiful French terry that is comprised of a 550 GSM, which is to say this is a very nicely weighted zip up jacket. We optioned it with heavy duty hardware, but for this special release, or restock I should say, we did actually change the zipper pull from the standard LWH zipper pull to the Grace pendant necklace. We shrunk it down and turned that into a zipper pull, which I thought was a really cool touch. If you guys are unfamiliar, the Grace necklace is a staple piece for this entire collection, kind of been built around this one and has been restocked multiple times over and tend to sell out very quickly. Side note, this did also restock on the site, so feel free to check that out. The perfect zip up jacket is designed to fit relaxed with a drop shoulder and crop finish. Taking all those things into consideration, I do recommend taking your true size for intended fit. That's what I did here, and I took a size medium, and I find that it fits perfect. But with that being said, that was the last featured garment from this restock. As I mentioned, there are other pieces such as the Grace necklace I did restock, which didn't necessarily need to be part of today's review, but go ahead and hit the link below to shop the entire restock amongst many other things on our minimal site. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to like today's video and subscribe to our channel with notifications on so you don't miss out on any future content. With that being said, we hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving weekend, and until next Monday, I will see you again for another Minimal Mondays.